Good morning students, welcome back in our science online class. In previous video already we have learned about an earthquake, how it caused and how it measured. Now today we are going to discuss about effects of an earthquake. See students, sudden shaking of land is called an earthquake. Okay, so due to this sudden shaking of land, whatever things are there, that things mostly collapse if the earthquake is more stronger. So if one more thing is there, if the epicenter of an earthquake is near to the city or town, so if the epicenter is near to city or town, so whatever the vibrations are there, whatever the intensity of an earthquake is there, so in that particular area we can see the more damages. Okay, because the intensity is more at the epicenter. So if the epicenter is near to the city or town, or it may be village, so there we can see the lot of devastating. Okay, devastating means vinashkari. Okay, so we can see the lot of damage there. People can lose their lives, even they can lose their shelters, they lose their things, whatever are there, whatever the things are there. If the building collapse, if the house collapse, so whatever the things are there, that all things damage, even they buried under the soil. Second thing, animals can lose their life also. Whatever the animals are there, those are outside the shelter. Sometimes they damage their body parts also due to the collision of buildings. Okay, human beings lose their shelters, animals also even lose their shelters. Lot of damages we can see due to the earthquake. Okay, next, it creates a lot of damages. Okay, even sometimes the aftershocks are felt after the earthquake, which create a lot of fear. Sometimes after an earthquake also, so we get some shocks at particular interval. So due to that, the people fear too much. Okay, and sometimes they live outside the home only. They fear to go inside the room. Okay, so these are the effects of an earthquake. Now, how to protect or how to take care? So these are just some safety tips to be taken during an earthquake. So what precautions or how we can save our life? So these are the some tips given here. So if you follow these tips, so you can save your life during an earthquake. Now see what to do. First thing, if you are in school and the shaking begins, then drop down, take cover under a desk or table. If you are in class and if the shaking of land starts, so as soon as you feel the shaking of land, you can see the table which is very strong and just take shelter under that table. So this is the first one tips. Second one, stay away from a bookshelf or the cupboard that may fall down. If you are sitting next to the bookshelf, do you know bookshelf where we keep our books? So you can little bit move from that cupboard, because chances are there to fall down that cupboard on your body. Next, follow the exit plan. Okay, follow the exit plan means try to leave the classroom. Okay, wherever you get the chance, to move, so you can try to move and come out of the classroom. If you are in a tall building, whatever tall buildings are there, so vacate the building means make empty building. You can move from that building and use stairs and do not take the lift. Don't try lift. Okay, so you can use the steps to come down. Okay, so these are the some safety measures you can follow. Okay, if you are in classroom or you are in home, so this way you can drop down, so you can minimize the area of your body, so very less chances are there to get the damage of your body parts this way. But one thing you can do, students, you can find out the strong table. Okay, don't take shelter under the weak table. Okay, because whatever the heavy materials fall, sometimes that table should be support that material or hold the material. So these are the tips. Okay, students. Now next one, tidal waves and tsunami. Have you heard these names, tsunami? Yes. So what happens, students? Most of the time, the earthquake or volcanic eruption can take place under the sea. Due to the volcanic eruption or an earthquake can take place under the sea, and also it's called tsunami. So due to this earthquake or volcanic eruption, the big tidal waves form in the sea or ocean. That is called the tsunami. It is tsunami. Okay. During the tsunami, the waves move at great speed, causing a massive destruction at the seashore. So due to this tsunami, the wave forms the wave, and these waves move with a very fast speed, and they move and come towards the seashore, and whatever the things are there near to the seashore, that all things damaged by these tidal waves, big waves of water. Okay. The rise and fall of sea waves called tidal waves. Okay, the up and down of these tidal waves formed by the water damage the more things or lesser things. During tsunami, the tidal waves may travel at a speed of 100 km/h. Means this wave cover 100 km distance within a 1 hour. Means see the speed of wave. Means these tidal waves have very high speed. They cover 100 km distance within an hour or in 1 hour. Okay. On December 26, 2004, there was a tsunami in the Indian Ocean measuring 9.1 on the Richter scale. What was the intensity? 9.1 on the Richter scale. Affecting the areas of Sri Lanka. So most of the areas affected by this tsunami. So first one is the Sri Lanka, then India, Maldives, okay, Somalia. These are the places mostly affected by the tsunami. Okay, a number of people in the coastal areas like Tamil Nadu and Kerala died in this disaster. So due to this natural disaster, many people of this state, they lose their lives, they become shelterless. Okay, so this is our lesson today. Okay, so today we have finished our lesson, and remaining part of this lesson we will continue in our next period, that is exercise. So exercise we will complete in our next period.